What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 12 of Prop Quiz, where we pit two of your favorite people in combat sports against one another in a head-to-head trivia game. I'm your host, Long Island Luke from Main Card Minute. You guys can follow me on social media at Main Card Minute and subscribe right here on YouTube if you like the content. But enough about me. Let me introduce our contestants. First up, the challenger from the challenge who may or may not be mentally challenged in this matchup. He reps AZ because he's a big fan of the firm, and he's the first person to ever shoot a takedown in beer boxing. He did get the all-time high score his last time out before being outshined by his opponent a week later. You know him from commentating some of the biggest sumo wrestling matches in the game. It is Ben, the Bane Davis. Ben, welcome back.
Let's go, baby. I'm only here so that I can win the $100 and cure my severe tendinitis. So I'm so pumped to be back on Prop Quiz.
Let's go, Ben. Good to have you back. Let's introduce your opponent. He took care of the man in the hat his last time out en route to an all-time high score. He reps Ontario, and you can hear him chanting, "We the North," during every Jasmine Jazdavicius walkout. And rumor has it he has Faced the Pain on vinyl. He'll be wearing glasses today in an effort to avoid getting eye poked from his opponent. You know him from Sportsnet. It is Aaron Bronsteter. Aaron, welcome back, man.
Come on, dude. We all know Face the Pain is not available on vinyl. I mean, everybody knows that. But you forgot to mention whose record I beat when I set the all-time record. You might want to just clear that up for our audience here.
I mean, I mentioned it in Ben's intro, but yes, you did beat Ben's all-time high score. And honestly, Danny Segura beat Ben as well. So, Ben, you did fall down to third in the end, but it's
okay.
All right.
Right. You know. Well, that's not my fault, right?
It's
I'm
not
here
your
to set
fault.
a new record.
It's
I'm here
not
to
your
return and break my record and break this guy's record.
Let's go.
It's what they call me.
Let's go. I love the enthusiasm. Guys, obviously you both know how to play, but for those of you watching that are new here, here's a quick video on the rules. So you guys are going to go head-to-head in a betting-themed trivia game. Similar to Jeopardy, you're going to have a board with 5 different categories to choose from, with questions ranging in difficulty from 100 to 500 points. Your 100-point questions are going to be your over-unders. So these will be 50-50 questions. You just got to choose if it's over or under. Your 200-point questions will be your money lines. Think of it like who wins the fight. These will be either-or questions. You'll also have a 50-50 chance of getting those. Your 300-point questions are going to be your methods of victory. Just like there's 3 ways to win a fight: knockout, submission, or decision. These will be questions that you have 3 choices to choose from. Your 400-point questions are going to be your singles. These will be straight-up trivia questions. No multiple choices on those. And your 500-point questions are going to be your parlays. These will be 2 to 3 part questions, and you have to get all the answers correct to get any credit. So here's how it's going to work. You guys are going to be wagering 100 points on every question. So if you answer a question correctly, you'll earn that question's point total, and you'll get to go again. If you answer a question incorrectly, you're going to lose the 100 points you wagered, and you're going to lose your turn. You're also going to have 2 bonuses that can each be used once during the game. A 50% profit boost, which will increase your question's point total by 50%, and a no-sweat bet that'll give you the opportunity to go again if you get the next question wrong, and the 100 points will not be deducted. Please note, you must announce you're using a boost before you choose the question on the board. After the board is completed, there's going to be an optional Hail Mary round in which players can wager any amount of their points on one final question for a chance to double their point total. However, if the question's answered incorrectly, you're going to lose the points you wagered. So the leading player is going to have 2 choices. They can either choose the amount of points they want to wager before the losing player chooses theirs, or they can admit they have a gambling problem and opt to sit this round out. The trailing player is then going to choose the amount of points they wish to wager and have one final chance to win it all. The player with the most points at the end will win Prop Quiz and get the esteemed title of this week's Degenerate. Boys, we also have a tale of the tape this week because you've both been here before, so we actually got stats this time. You're both obviously 1-0. Aaron, you beat Chuck Mindenhall to be here. Ben, you beat Oscar Willis to be here. We mentioned you're both getting the high scores each time out. Aaron, you got 6,200 last time out. Ben, 5,400. The real thing here is Aaron getting 72% of his questions right. Ben, you got 58%, which is still damn good. And Aaron, 6 questions in a row you answered correctly last time out. Ben, you had 3, which is still admirable. And shout out again to Eli Steele for sponsoring this here tournament. He put up the money to the winner. Appreciate you, Eli. What else we got? We got the 5 topics, guys. Let's get into today's categories. So, topic number 1 going to be bend the knee. Little play on your name, Ben, but really just about knee bars and Soloyev stretches, things like that. Topic number 2 going to be a bronze, a play on Aaron's name. This is going to be about bronze medalists in various disciplines, and then they eventually went to the UFC. Think, Olympic medalists, stuff like that. Topic number 3, going to be the Great Fight North. Little ode to Canada, not about Canadian fighters, but about fights that took place in Canada. Topic number 4, going to be hot and cold. Ben, you're repping Arizona, the desert. Aaron, you're repping Canada. It's obviously cold up there, a little hot and cold. This is going to be like long winning streaks, long losing streaks, and fighters who have hot or cold in their nickname. And topic number 5 going to be a Benjamin Button. Ben, this is really just, fighters named Ben. I had to come up with something random. So there you go. There.
It's my category. It sounds like it's right up my alley.
It is.
I thought it was going to be fighters that got younger with time. They got better as their careers went on.
That would have been a smarter way to use Benjamin Button. But either way, that was just the first Ben that came to mind. So there you go. Guys, let's play prop quiz. So normally we do a blind vote to see who gets to go first, but because you guys are a part of the bracket and everyone knows who the matchups are going to be now, we did do a public vote for this one. So with 55% of the fan vote, Ben the Bane Davis gets to go first. It was a close vote. Ben, the board is yours.
The people's champion returns. Quick question. Are we not going to start with the Canadian national anthem? Are we going to kick off the prop quiz with that? Or are we just going to forget about that?
Maybe I'll edit it in after. We did forget the national anthem of America as well, where we're both from. So, maybe we should do both.
Okay. No, just the Canadian one. Okay, let's use our 50% profit boost right off the rip. I'm going to take Benjamin Button 500 with that bonus.
All right, so this will be worth $750 if you get it right. Benoit Saint Denis lost to Dustin Poirier in the co-main event of UFC 299. Who headlined UFC 299?
I believe that was Sean O'Malley, and Merab Dvalishvili won.
Ooh, you were close. It was Sean O'Malley and Marlon Chito Vera 2. You did get Sean right, but
yeah,
it's okay. Aaron, over to you.
I'm going to follow in Ben's footsteps and do a profit boost for the Great Fight North for 500.
All right, 50% Great Fight North, so this will be worth $750 as well. At UFC 240 in Edmonton, 2 future flyweight champions fought to a fight of the night on the prelims. Name both of those fighters.
Oh wow! Okay,
that's a difficult one.
I know. Yeah, I know. Volkanovski wasn't on that card.
Flyweight.
2 feet.
No, let it be featherweight.
Flyweight. Okay, sorry.
No,
flyweight.
Aaron. I mean, it could be featherweight though. We don't know.
It could be. FLW could mean featherweight. Yeah. All right, 2 future flyweight champions in Edmonton. Okay. I'm trying to think of the champions. So. Okay, I think it was Davison Figueiredo versus Alexandre Pantoja.
This guy fucking nailed it. I mean, god damn. All right, off to a good start for Aaron. Here we go. Next one.
All right, let's go. Great Fight North 400.
Great Fight North for 400. Georges St-Pierre headlined 4 UFC pay-per-views in Montreal, with 3 of those going the distance. Who did he get the lone finish against?
Matt Serra.
This guy knows his shit. Matt Serra. The other 3, as mentioned, were decisions against Koscheck in the rematch, Carlos Condit, and Nick Diaz.
Great Fight North 3.
Great Fight North 300. Derek Lewis asked, where's Ronda Rousey fine ass at? Shortly after knocking out Travis Brown in which Canadian city? Halifax, Moncton, or Ottawa?
That would be Halifax.
I mean, this guy knows his Canadian.
All right, look, did you give him the answers
Yeah,
ahead of the prop quiz? What the fuck are we doing here?
If you want extra, I mean, Moncton was headlined by Volkan Oezdemir against Anthony Smith. But
Stop going against the calculator.
Wow.
What are you winning? Come on.
Great Fight North for 200.
Great Fight North 200. Islam Makhachev fought Cajun Johnson in which of these Canadian cities? Calgary or Quebec City?
I was on Dana White's 50th birthday on the Calgary card.
I mean, I would have never known it was Dana White's birthday, but yes.
This is fucking unreal. How did I, in the first round of this tournament, get the Encyclopedia of MMA as my draw?
Let's
Damn.
go. Great Fight North 100.
Great Fight North 100. How many of the 10 Canadian provinces have held UFC events? Over under 6.5.
All right, I'm going to go left to right. So we got BC, we got Alberta, we got Manitoba, we got Ontario, we've got Quebec, we've got New Brunswick, and we've got Nova Scotia. So over.
Correct. It is 8 of the 10. Alberta, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Quebec, Ontario, Saskatchewan, British Columbia, and Manitoba.
Yeah, Saskatchewan was one I forgot. All right. Let's go. Let's use my what's the one where I get a second chance?
No sweat.
Yeah, use the no sweat.
No sweat.
Use the
Let's
no
use
sweat.
no sweat on
You need
A
it right
bronze
now.
for 500.
A bronze for 500. No sweat. This is about her skin tone. You know, she's kind of a bronze fighter. She goes to the tanning a lot. Shona Bannon made her UFC debut on a fight night in London in 2023. Who headlined that card?
She's
All right,
like
20
the palest fucking fighter of all time.
Yo,
I've never seen
she's
Shauna
very
Bannon with
bronzy.
a spray tan at all.
Let's see, 2023. I'm gonna think it was Leon Edwards versus somebody, but he was probably the champion in 2023, so maybe not Leon Edwards. Maybe it was Aspinall. I'm gonna say Tom Aspinall versus Volkov.
It was
Okay.
Tom Aspinall, but it was Marcin
Tybura.
Tybura. But
Okay.
you did use your no sweat, so you don't lose any points, and you are still up.
Let's go Benjamin Button 400.
Benjamin Button 400. Who did Beneil Dariush's lone UFC main event come against?
Lone UFC main event for Beneil Dariush. It wouldn't have been his last fight, actually. He was on pay-per-view on his last fight. I'm probably going to get this one wrong.
It was Pantoja.
Was it Rafael Dos Anjos?
It was
I don't even know if he's-
Arman
I don't-
Sarukian
Oh, it's Sarukian,
in
right?
December of 2023.
I don't even know if he's fought Rafael Dos Anjos before, but yeah.
I thought it was Moicano. When he fought Moicano, was that?
No,
not
that
the
was
No,
week?
that was on a
pay-per-view.
that was like the opener of a pay-per-view, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it my turn?
It
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Ben.
Oh, let's fucking
Make
go.
him count.
Bend the knee. 500. 500. I got to get back in the game.
Bend the knee 500. Which two fighters each scored a Soloyev stretch submission win at UFC 228 in 2018?
It's not the question to get back on track. Kind of the worst one. Which two fighters scored Soloyev stretches in 2018? Let's go. I'm getting this wrong, so I'm just gonna throw the dice on. I feel like I can picture it, but I just cannot, for the life of me, know the names of the faces. Let's go, Damian Maya and who's another flexible guy that's BJJ based? Damian. I mean, we're already wrong, so it doesn't matter. But Damian Maya and Ketlin Vieja.
You nailed it. No.
I got this one. I got this one.
yeah.
Aljo and Zabit. Yeah. I think that was either in Chicago or Dallas. I can't remember which one.
It was 228. I know that much. I don't know where it was either. I'm not gonna lie.
Aaron's like, I know the exact minute of each.
It was the second round at 4 minutes and 18 seconds. If I'm right about that, that was a fluke. All right, let's go. Bend the knee 400.
Bend the knee for 400. Charles Oliveira suffered his first professional loss by knee bar to which UFC veteran?
Ooh. Trying to think of who he lost his first fight to. It was like he was like 19 and he was debuting against a really good fighter. I think, was it Andre Fili?
It was Jim Miller.
Jim Miller. That makes sense.
Fucking Miller.
It was in 1873, so I can't blame you, Bronsteter.
It was in December of 2010, UFC 124.
Yeah.
That's basically 1873.
Yeah, it was 15.
Let's do hot and cold 500. Let's just wipe the fives off the board.
Hot and cold 500. Name both UFC champions that Aaron Cold-Blooded Blanchfield has beaten.
I should know this one. I'm a huge Aaron Blanchfield fan. Maybe the biggest. Let's go with Namajunas and Andrade.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
Oh!
right. Nice.
Rose Namajunas and Jessica Andrade. Back in it, Ben.
All right, now we run the board, baby. Now we run the board. Let's do Button 300.
Benjamin Button 300. Ben Askren earned his lone UFC win against Robbie Lawler at UFC 235. Who did
Smith.
John Jones
Anthony
beat
Smith.
in the main event? Alexander Gustafsson, Anthony Smith, or Thiago Santos? It was Anthony Smith. You are correct.
Also quite notable, that card featured... Oh, wait, no, it didn't. What? I thought Masvidal was on that card, too.
No, Masvidal was the Thiago Santos one, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very glad that wasn't the question. Let's do no sweat bet, hot and cold 4.
No sweat bet, hot and cold for 400. Who is the only fighter in UFC history to have 12 straight wins but never hold an undisputed title?
I feel like I would be disbarred if I got this one wrong. Let's roll the dice on Tony El Kukui Ferguson.
Correct. Just a reminder, though, because you used your no sweat on that, it doesn't carry over to the next question. That's just, it ends there. So unfortunately,
okay.
You kind of wasted it. But either way, you got the question right. So,
with how bad I've been... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with how bad I've been doing, it's okay.
Yeah. I know. Some people think they still have it. I just got to make sure each time.
Let's go A bronze 400.
A bronze 400. 2012 Olympic Taekwondo bronze medalist Robelis de Spain beat which Dana White's Contender Series and Ultimate Fighter veteran in his lone UFC win?
I've got a name that's coming to me, and I'm not 1,000,000,000% sold, but nothing else is cracking in my synapses. Is it Josh Parisian?
That's right. Yep.
You nailed it, dude.
Let's
in Miami.
fucking go. Yeah.
Damn, I'm surprised. When you seemed skeptical, I was like, I ain't going to get it. But
I have somehow clawed this back to a tighter game.
Yeah, we're in the mix now, Ben.
Let's go hot and cold 300.
Hot and cold for 300. Islam Makhachev has the longest active win streak in the UFC with 15. Who did he beat to start that streak? Gleison Tebow, Nick Lentz, or Chris Wade?
Call me a Kansas City hooker, but I think it's Chris Wade, isn't it?
Gleison, wasn't it? Oh, no. It was Chris Wade. All right. That was good.
It was a unanimous decision in September of 2016.
I thought it was Gleison. All right. Good answer.
Did he beat Gleison as well?
Yeah,
right?
he beat Gleison.
He beat all three of them. It's just Wade was the first. Yeah.
Beauty. Okay, bend the knee, 3.
Bend the knee for 300. Which of these 3 fighters did Mayra Bueno Silva submit by knee bar? Stephanie Edgar, Lena Landsberg, or Holly Holm?
It's not Holly. I know that one. Funny story about Lena Landsberg. I got one of those hobby boxes, right, with the 2 autographed cards in it, and one of them was Lena Landsberg, and I was like, "This is the most useless card I've ever pulled."
The elbow queen.
Yeah, literally. I think Mayra Bueno Silva, Edgar. I think she got Edgar with the knee bar.
No, she got your auto, dude. She got Lena Landsberg.
Oh, fuck!
Edgar was an arm bar. Holly was a ninja choke. So.
All right, let's get rolling now.
Close
okay,
game.
let's do Benjamin Button 200.
Benjamin Button for 200. Who did Benson Henderson beat in his final UFC fight? Brandon Thatch or Jorge Masvidal?
Oh. I'm going to say Brandon Thatch.
It's actually Jorge
Oh, it was
Masvidal.
Jorge, all right.
I was surprised to hear that when I looked this question up. I was like, damn, I don't even remember.
Oh, that was the one where it was like a controversial decision. If I
Split
remember.
decision, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he beat Thatch? Did he fight?
Yeah, he did. He beat Thatch. It was like he moved up to 170, and that's when Thatch went on that losing streak.
No.
Ben?
All right. 200, hot and cold.
Hot and cold for 200. Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman suffered his first professional loss to which 15-plus fight UFC veteran? Drew Dober or Josh Emmett?
Fuck. Dober.
Yeah, that's right.
He did lose to both of them. Dober first. I think he won a fight in between, and then he lost to Josh Emmett. But yes, Drew Dober was correct there. 200 for Ben.
I love guessing and being right. Let's roll the dice on that 300 bronze. Let's get that off the board.
A bronze for 300. Daniel Cormier won bronze at the 2007 Wrestling World Championships. Which country that also hosted a UFC card earlier this year did that competition take place in? Azerbaijan, Brazil, or France?
We're going to have to guess again. We're going to have to roll the dice again. Azerbaijan.
Nailed it.
That would have been my guess too, but yeah.
Something about wrestling in the Middle East. They just can't fucking get away from each other.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Let's do 200 A bronze.
A bronze for 200. 2008 Olympic judo bronze medalist Ronda Rousey scored her first TKO in the UFC against who? Sarah McMahon or Alexis Davis?
You know what, gang? You're going to be shocked to hear this. It's another guess that's coming up. I know she beat both. I think she TKO'd McMahon.
She did TKO Sarah McMahon.
I think she TKO'd Davis too, if I'm not mistaken. But
She
I think
might
McMahon
have,
was
but
first. Yeah.
McMahon came first. So,
Yeah.
Ben.
Somehow
Ben's
we have
rolling.
found ourselves on a hot streak. Okay, let's go button 100.
Benjamin Button for 100. Big Ben Rothwell had 17 UFC fights. How many wins did he have in the UFC? Over under 9.5.
Over.
He had 9 wins in the UFC.
Damn.
I've got to run the table here. Let's go bend the knee 200.
Bend the knee 200. We still have the Hail Mary round too, so you don't need to run the table. But which of these
I
fighters?
personally need to though.
Which of these fighters did Patchy Mix beat by Soloyev stretch in 2019? Isaiah Chapman or Ricky Bandejas?
I'm gonna say Isaiah Chapman. That's a guess. Okay.
It's a good guess. I mean, it was the random name on the board, so you're like, it's probably that guy. You know, like
Yeah. right,
Aaron, you're still up.
Let's do A bronze 100.
A bronze for 100. 2015 ADCC bronze medalist Gilbert Burns has how many submission wins in the UFC? Over under 5.5.
I'm gonna take the under. A lot of KO wins.
That is correct. He has 5 submission wins in the UFC.
Is the Benjamin Button 100 still there? It's like obscured by the graphic.
No, it's hot and cold and bend the
All right.
knee.
Let's do hot and cold 100.
Hot and cold 100. Sam Alvey went on a lengthy winless streak to end his UFC run. How many consecutive UFC fights did he go without a win? Over under 7.5.
Oh, I know it was like a massive number.
Does that include no contests and draws, or?
Yeah, so it's just a winless streak. So not
Okay, let's go with the over.
Correct. He went 9 straight fights. It was 4 losses, a draw, and then 4 losses before he got cut, which is just absurd.
Yeah. And last but not least, bend the knee 100.
Ariana Lipsky scored a Performance of the Night bonus for her knee bar victory over Luana Carolina in 2020. How many total Performance of the Night bonuses does Ariana Lipsky have in the UFC? Over under 1.5.
She's an action fighter. I'll take the over. I might be wrong, but I'll take the over. Okay.
She does have 2. The other one was a armbar over Casey O'Neill at UFC 296. All right, so this is interesting, gentlemen. 1950 to 2200 going into the Hail Mary round. So, Ben, because you are the leader, you have to decide what you're wagering first before Aaron decides what he's wagering.
I'm going to wager 250 points.
250 points. So the most you could finish with is 2,700 because you're going to double your 250 if you get that correct. And the least you could finish with is 1950. Aaron, what will you be wagering?
What happens if it's tied at the end?
Then we both win, Aaron.
then yeah, I haven't really figured that out. So let's just try and avoid that if we can.
Okay, I was gonna be strategic and just wager 0 to see it, because if Ben misses, then we just be tied. And
I mean,
let's play for the tie.
I should really have a backup question.
Let's make the house sweat, Aaron.
I could come up with a backup question real quick, but it's not going to be well thought out.
Okay, let's not do that then. Let's just have fun then. Let's bet 1,000.
1,000, love it. All right, so Aaron, you get to answer first since you are the losing player. Make it a little more interesting. Wait, is that how I do it? Yeah, right. That's how I do it.
If I get it, I win, and if I lose,
yeah.
Well, it doesn't make a difference either way.
George St. Pierre
my God!
lost to Matt Serra in 2007, then won 2 straight before avenging that loss in 2008. Name the 2 guys he beat in between the Serra fights.
Okay, this is one I've got to think about. Because he lost.
You're going to ask the Canadian calculator a question about the greatest Canadian fighter of all time.
I don't know this off the top of my head.
I always try and relate it to a fighter that I relate to the person. That being said, Ben, I had no idea what to do for you, but more recent fighters, because I know you're, more recent. So when we get to your fighter, you're going to be like, I know nothing about this person, but we'll see.
Okay, I think, and I might be wrong on this, but I think it's Frank Trigg and Matt Hughes.
It is Josh Koscheck and Matt Hughes.
Koscheck and Matt Hughes.
So you're going to lose.
Koscheck championship was a rematch. That's right.
Ben, for the sake of seeing where you would finish, Israel Adesanya has headlined 2 fight nights in the UFC.
I know this one.
Name both of his opponents in those main events.
Can I steal?
2 fight nights in the UFC. I want to say one of them was Brunson, and then Tavares. I don't think so.
It was Brad Tavares, but Derek Brunson I believe, was MSG card. It was Nasruddin Imavov earlier this year.
Oh, yeah. God. Oh, well.
Ben, you're going to finish with, once I get this set up here, 1950 to Aaron's 950. So you move on. I mean, that was a come-from-behind victory.
Yeah, it was.
Aaron, great job in a losing effort. It was a well-fought battle. Appreciate you both for being here. Any words, gentlemen? Ben, you want to talk shit to Danny and Jose, who you're going to be facing the winner of next?
This was a tough performance today. Come from behind victory. We had to dig out of the trenches, I think. Early in this game, it was minus 200 to Bronsteter's 1650, whatever it was, and that wasn't enough to beat the Bane. So if you want to put me on the ropes, you want to have a couple rounds up on me, it's not going to be enough. You have to kill me to win, and the Bane is unkillable. So I'll see you boys in the finals. I don't give a shit who it is. Could be Segura, could be whoever else. Doesn't matter. That $100 is mine, and my tendonitis will finally be healed.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. Aaron, any last words to, any good wishes to the future? Are you rooting against Ben in the final, or are you rooting for him?
I'm on Team Ben, because I gotta come for that rematch down the road. But for now, I remain, I stand before you, a humbled man. But I would like to take BC on in the future. So if you're doing any exhibitions sometime, I think me and BC would put together a good contest.
All right, we'll
put
definitely
it as the co-main, Luke. Put it as the co-main to the finals.
We'll go back to back. We'll do it. Aaron, we'd obviously love to have you back on. Ben, we'll have you on, in a week or two to face the winner of that. You can follow both these guys on social media. I'll have the links below in the description. Go check out Aaron on Sportsnet. Go check out Ben on literally any combat sports event near you. He'll most likely be involved in some way or another. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw. I'll catch you guys next week for another episode of Prop Quiz.
Who got the big high picks that ought to hit with the parlays to get the best money? I'm a bet. Small time, a max unit on the paper you can get. Doing this ain't new to this. We take risks and cash slips.